All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, so last week, not much really happened. We were open on Friday. The market was open on Friday. It did end green, so hopefully tomorrow, Monday, it's a continuation of Friday. It looks like cryptocurrency is rebounding pretty good here. We are going into the month of December tomorrow, so should be interesting. It was a negative month in October, a negative month in November. We did get interest rate cuts in September and October. We kind of took a break in November, and we are scheduled to get another interest rate cut here in December. So, really bullish for the market. I think a lot of people there's still a good amount of people that expect the market to be bearish. Those are just the consistent bears on Twitter, X, people that like to promote FUD and stuff like that. But I honestly think December is going to be a really strong bounce back month, especially for crypto. And I think all the news in the catalyst suggests that's going to be the case. We have the interest rate cuts. We also have the fact that the Fed is planning to stop quantitative tightening just starting December 1st. So that means we're probably going to be starting quantitative easing. Now we had signs that they started this in November when they started buying back the repos from banks because the banks were going through this liquidity crisis. So yeah, I think it's going to be real positive going into December. Let me check my mic to make sure it's working. Let me check my mic. Give me just a second. Banks were going through this liquidity crisis. So yeah, I think it's going to be real positive going into December. Let me check my mic. All right, it looks like my mic is working pretty well. All right, so let's take a look at some of the highlights. Let's take a look at what we can expect this week in the market. All right, here. The major U.S. indices ended last week with gains. Stock rose in a holiday shortened session, giving the indexes their best week since June. That said, the rally seems cautious. Tech and AI heavy names remain under scrutiny. Some of the previous enthusiasm around AI spending and valuations is softening. Yeah, I mean, again, a lot of people are calling for this AI bubble, but we just see quarter after quarter that, companies continue to pour money into AI, whether it's, I got this like hand sanitizer on my hand, it's so strong. Companies keep pouring money into AI. They keep buying chips. Not a lot of people, but there has been a switch. I think it's Meta or I forget what company it is, but they're buying Google chips now. Apparently, Google is coming out with their own chips to compete with Nvidia. I'm not sure how well that's gonna go. Nvidia has a pretty big head start, but Google is a pretty big juggernaut, so they could catch up. I'm not sure how strong their foundry is, or their manufacturing when it comes to chips, or how much of a competitive advantage they have, because they are a software company, but they are a big player in the space. They do have the capital to compete, so it'd be interesting to see what they do, right? But I don't think this AI bubble is. I don't think this AI bubble is a thing. I think AI is going to be here for the long term. I think we're just at the beginning of this AI revolution. So I don't think it's a bust. Maybe dips every now and then, but I don't think it's going to be something where we go into like a crash and never come back, right? Okay. What else here? So several macroeconomic data releases this week. It says private payroll, consumer sentiment, credit sector specific manufacturing service data. So it looks like we have some economic data coming out this week. We always get economic data for each month. CPI, PPI, things like that. So those are all things to pay attention to this month, along with, obviously the rate cut, and most likely it'll be 25 basis points. Right now it's like at 87, 88%. So it's pretty high percentage chance that we're going to get this rate cut. And it looks like Bitcoin is back over 90,000, right? It's at 91.5. Ethereum's back over 3,000. So that's very positive for the market. And that's pretty much it, right? Not much happens over the weekend. We did have that Thanksgiving break. Again, hope you all had a good Thanksgiving, spend it with friends and family and things like that. But now we're getting back into the groove of things. December, we're going to see what the market brings this month. I have a feeling it's going to be very bullish. We have a lot of positive catalysts coming down the pipeline, and I think assets are going to react pretty positively. All right, this hand sanitizer is freaking destroying my nose. It looks like somebody's requesting to play, so let's play against this person. Whew. And again, 5 minutes. Is this the same person? All right, buddy. Let's start it. You put 5 minutes, but I see you're aborting. Okay. I don't know what it is. Every time I go to the gym, their hand sanitizer, or I don't even know if I use hand sanitizer. I think it's their wipes. It's just like so strong. It just stays on my hand. It just goes to my nose. It's crazy. Let's do this. I'm assuming you were watching the live. That was a blunder, I think. That was a blunder. I'm assuming you're watching the live because you requested to play, but I don't see you watching the live. So maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe you're watching the live and then you just left or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I really think December is going to be really positive. It's been like so much red in the altcoin market. I think that it's time for them to bounce back. I think Bitcoin had its run, and I just think it's time for altcoins to have their run. I mean, we did have a few altcoins that ran, but the overall market just needs a bounce back, in my opinion. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, is he gonna I mean, I guess you could do that. Oh, you're gonna draw it out, huh? Yep. Figured. All right, you want a rematch? Oh, it was my fault for letting that happen. But yeah, and then also the interest rate cut. Remember, we were at 40%. 40% chance of getting an interest rate cut. We had somebody from the Fed that said they are for an interest rate cut in December. So it's nice that that probability went up. And yeah, I mean, just another positive catalyst going into December, which is nice. Yeah, BTC back to the 90s. I think pretty here pretty soon in December we're probably going to see 100K again. So it's going to be I think it's going to be a really good month for BTC. So it's just patience, right? A lot of people when the market starts to crash, everybody just starts panicking. It's going to zero, and this is kind of where the opportunity is. But if you're worried about whether it's going to come back, you probably shouldn't be invested in the first place, right? Like we've been through so many crashes that um, you know you should be used to it, unless you're just brand new to crypto at this point. All right, guys, going forward, if it's not 3 minutes, I'm going to abort the game. So make sure when you send me an invite, it's 3 minutes. Because if it's not, if I see it's not 3 minutes, I'm just going to abort the game. Because we got to be very um, efficient with our time here. Time is money. All right. Hmm. Oh, is this you? I think I told you last time. But yeah, if it's not 3 minutes, I'm gonna have to abort, but it's all good. Um, all right, I think what we could do here, if I'm not mistaken, is do this. Sending challenge next me. Sending challenge next me. I'm not sure what that means. What does that mean? Sending challenge next. Oh, you mean send a challenge? No, just make sure you're if you mean send a challenge, just make sure when you send a challenge is it's 3 minutes. You just gotta go in the settings and change it. That's it. Um I think what I can do, if I'm not mistaken, is do this. You know what? I'm just gonna take the queen. Do that. And I think that's game over. I think this is a free piece. Oof, gave me a free piece. No. All right, good game, good game. All right, we'll do one more, and then that'll be it. I'll leave it at that. Good Lord, that hand sanitizer is strong. It's your first loss. Your first loss against me. So, do. We're good here. Whew. Last game. Make it count. I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna do something like this. I think it would be beneficial if I do this. You playing same guy again. Oh, is that not you, Verdura? I thought that was you. If it's not you, then um I'll play you one time. If that's not you. Okay. You playing same guy again. Verdura, send me a invite after, and we could play one. I thought I was playing you. Oh, okay, yeah. You're J4 half. Okay. Yeah, we could play one after, since you waited here. For some reason, I thought I was playing you. Hmm. tell me you're gonna do this draw stuff. Oh, I think this might be checkmate. I think that's checkmate. All right, J4. No, man, I can't do it again. All right, J4, send me an invite. 3 minutes, and we'll do the last one. This will be the last game. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Is that a free pawn? I think it is. Oh, I see what you're trying to do there. Trying to go for my queen. I will not let it happen. I see what you're trying to do there. Could keep this right there. Should be okay. I think this should be fine. I think. I think. I think. I think. Playing pretty good, man. Is that I see what you're trying to do there. Do this. That. Oh crap. Ah. Oh my goodness. I was trying to just run down the time, but I got caught up with the last check. That was a good game. That was a good game. That was a good game. You almost got me on a lot of them, on a lot of the checkmates if I didn't pay attention. That was a good game. Oh, that was my last one though. Oh man, I got stuck. Like this last one, I got really stuck. If I would have moved, I would have been good. OMG, yeah, man, that was crazy. That was a good game. I'm trying to look to see. No, man, Gotham tomorrow. That was my last one. I'll play next time. I go live tomorrow, so if you're on, I can play you tomorrow. Um, Good game. What is financial nutrition? Financial nutrition is a YouTube channel. We talk about everything finance, how to be better with your money. So that's what that is. Um, Man, that was a really good game. That was a really good game. Let's see. Blunders. Oh, I can't even show you guys. Can't even see. So two blunders. Let's see where I blundered right there. Why is that a blunder? You allowed the opponent to advance. Oh, so eventually it went mid-turn. No, but it was pretty even. Like the game was pretty even throughout. I think you were up a piece, but it was just that we were running low on time. So that's what helped me out. All right, that's pretty much it. Good game. I will go live tomorrow, so if you guys want to play again, I will be live around 5 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. And yeah, that was really good. All right, guys, and yeah, and the market. So the market looks like it's bouncing back. Again, BTC is over. It's actually getting close to 92,000. So BTC's at 91.7. So that looks like it's strengthening. We're seeing altcoins bounce back and things like that. Equities ended up positive Friday, so I think tomorrow is the 1st of December, so it should be really positive for the market. Is SIMP index fund and by still viable option? I don't give financial advice, but it looks like it's an index fund, so it looks like it's diverse. I mean, you're gonna have to do your research on that. I'm not familiar with that fund, but yeah. So I go live tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.